Hey, what's up, you guys? David here, and I am back to you with another CD collection update. It's been about 3 weeks since I did my top albums of 2018. Hope those of you that watched that enjoyed that. Definitely the video that I put my most amount of work into so far. But yeah, now I'm back with another CD collection update. So if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and start. First up, we have Trenchrot with Necronomic Warfare. This was released in 2014, and this is released on Unspeakable Acts Records. If you're not familiar with Trenchrot is a death metal band, and I can't remember where they're from at the moment, but this band, the lineup consists of members from Crypt Sermon. I've talked about them on here before. This is one of their side projects that they do. The vocalist from Crypt Sermon is in here, and the guitarist from Crypt Sermon is in here. And I believe the vocalist from Crypt Sermon is the guitarist on this, and I think the guitarist is the vocalist on this, if I remember correctly. But I discovered Trenchrot thanks to Scourge of Vinyl, watching one of his videos, and he did a list of his favorite death metal albums, like in the 2000s overall, and this was one of the albums that he picked. And what really intrigued me to check this band out was he described it as being like a mix of Asphyx and Bolt Thrower. And I'd say that's a pretty accurate comparison. This definitely, so yeah, if you're wondering what this band sounds like, it sounds like a mix of Asphyx and Bolt Thrower. You got just the pummeling rhythms of Bolt Thrower, along with there's not really much doom on here. It does slow down a little bit here at times, but mostly it's either going pretty fast or mid-paced death metal here. Like I said, not too much doom stuff going on here, but really good production, very solid, clean, crisp riffing, really good bass work. Like the vocals, if you like the vocals are probably what's reminiscent of Asphyx the most. This guy he's really going for that Martin Van Drunen type of vocal style. But yeah, really, really cool shit. Highly recommend it for, any fan of old school death metal or just death metal in general. Trenchrot with Necronomic Warfare. Alright, these next few CDs that I'm going to show are by only two bands, so multiple albums from just these two bands. Next up, we have Dragon Guardian with their fifth full length. Obviously this is a Japanese band, so the title is in Japanese, but I believe the English translation is something a little long or ridiculous. I think it's something like Heroic Poem of Boy Knight and Three Girls, because it's like if any of you anime watchers out there, it's kind of like a fantasy harem, kind of story. But anyway, on to the music. Dragon Guardian, I talked about on here before, one of my all-time favorite power metal bands, one of my all-time favorite metal bands from Japan in general. I just love what these guys do, man. It's always really catchy and fun to listen to the symphonic stuff that they do, along with the power metal stuff. Really cool solos. A lot of really just fun, catchy stuff to listen to on here. Three different female vocalists are on this album. It's not just one vocalist. There's three guests, and they all do a certain number of the songs. Let's see. The other thing is, I guess that's really it. Oh yeah, okay, I remember what I was gonna say now. In the past, Dragon Guardian have always done like this. All their albums are concept, story based. So they've always done like this anime type of dialogue in between, their songs on their albums. This does not have that. In place of the anime kind of dialogue, you get just, solos and stuff in the middle of these songs. So for any of you that gets a turn off to that, maybe give this one a listen. Maybe it'll change your opinion. Maybe it won't. But yeah, Dragon Guardian with yeah, I'm not going to say that ridiculous English title again, but yeah. Next up, we have Dragon Guardian again with the best of Dragon Guardian Saga. This is basically just a compilation including a lot of remixes of songs on past albums. And they threw a couple new songs on here as well. Very glad that they decided to add a lot of the tracks that Fuki did on some of their albums. She did like two. Fuki did 2 albums with this band. So really cool that they included a lot of the songs on that. Like I said, not really much to talk about here. Just a compilation, remixes of songs from other albums. Some of these remixes I prefer, some of them I don't. And once again, they replace the anime-style dialogue with just, guitar solos. So, yeah. Dragon Guardian with the best of Dragon Guardian Saga. Alright. And next up, we go to Dragon Guardian again. This is their fourth, my bad, full-length, released in 2010. As I've said about, my favorite being Seimaken Valkyrius, or however the hell you pronounce that. I'm probably never going to pronounce that right. But this is probably up there for me in terms of my favorites. This is one of the albums that Fuki sings on, so of course, I'm gonna love it more based on that. And just once again, really cool symphonic stuff going on with the power metal. They blend it all very, very well. It sounds really, really cool, catchy. I understand that some of this stuff can kind of come off as a bit cheesy to some of you, and it kind of does. It's like that fantasy themed, very high fantasy themed, along with the anime influences, symphonic power metal. But I love this stuff, man. I have such a blast listening to this band. I don't fucking care what anybody says, man. Yeah. Very cool. Always enjoyed their artwork as well. Alright, next up, we go to a different band. This time is Undergang. I do not know how to pronounce this album because it's in fucking Danish, and I don't speak that. So, but this is their first full length. This is released in 2011, I believe. This is released on Extreme Music. If you're not familiar with that label, definitely go check them out. They put out a lot of good shit. Undergang, I'm sure you all know Undergang by now. If you follow Dark Descent Records especially, just really good, very solid, filthy, ugly sounding death metal. One of the best of the style of death metal that are doing it today. I really don't think it gets much better than Undergang when it comes to the filthy death metal style that we're hearing today, And these CDs are about to fucking fall over. Don't do that, please. Yeah, this is probably their most raw, a little doomy at times compared to the other Undergang full lengths. My favorite from them is probably either, why don't I just talk about that when I get to it? But yeah, a very, very good start for Undergang. In my opinion, no matter what album it is, you really can't go wrong with this band if you're a death metal fan. Absolutely fucking fantastic. I'm wearing an Undergang shirt today, by the way. And Undergang again with their second full length. Once again, I don't know how the hell you pronounce this. This is once again released on Extreme Music. Once again, it's Undergang being Undergang. More of the filthy style of death metal that only they know how to do. Maybe the production is improved a little bit on this. The guitar tone is not nearly as crushing as the first album, but yeah, still very, very, very solid death metal. It's Undergang, man. Don't fall out. Next up, we have their third full length. yeah, can't pronounce this one either. This and Misantropologi are probably my two favorites from them. Just in terms of just the overall songs and the riffs and the production. The production is much more improved compared to those first two albums. God, this is just so fucking heavy. God, this just heavy ass guitar tone, disgusting grisly fucking bass sound. Yeah. Love it. Don't really know what else to say. Oh yeah, released on Dark Descent Records, by the way. I believe this was their first. This came out in, I don't know if I already said it or not, this came out in 2015. Yeah. Again, I don't really know what else I can really say. It's Undergang. You know what to expect. And we go to their latest full-length, Misantropologi, on Dark Descent Records, released in 2017. This was my introduction to Undergang. It was one of those things where I was just keeping up with what Dark Descent was doing, and eventually I ended up checking these guys out. I mean, I wasn't keeping up with them the years prior to that quite yet, so yeah, this is my introduction to them. Production is in terms of production, this is definitely their highest production sound, but still has that filthy, disgusting sound. Man, yeah. Their shortest full length, compared to the others, this clocks in at under 30 minutes. I think it's about 27 minutes, but that really works in its favor because it doesn't overstay its welcome, and it's just, you can play it over and over again and not get tired of it. Nothing's repetitive. Everything just fits together very cohesively, and just, yeah, everything works. Great flow, great pace. Yeah. Like I said, this and the previous one that was released in 2015, if I had to pick, are my two favorites by them. All right, and the last thing that I have to show is some vinyl. Death, Scream Bloody Gore on vinyl. This is my second vinyl that I've ever owned. My first being that Acid Witch 7-inch that I showed you guys a little while back. Once again, I shouldn't have to talk much about this. Death, Scream Bloody Gore. This is a absolute fucking classic death metal album. This is one of my all-time favorite albums from any band, from any genre. It's just fucking perfect. I mean, Evil Dead, Scream Bloody Gore, Regurgitated Guts, Zombie Ritual, this whole album fucking front to back, like I said, it's fucking perfect, man. This is the 2016 reissue from Relapse. My friend got me this for Christmas, which was really, really cool of them. I already had the CD version of this. And now, yeah, I have the vinyl. All right, bear with me. This is my first time showing a 12-inch like this. Let's see it without the covering. Where's the... Sorry. Bear with me. Comes with a really cool lyric sheet with band photos. Very cool. No gatefold, unfortunately. I kind of wish it was, but oh wait, this opens. Holy shit. I don't think I've ever opened this before. Yeah. Oh, you got some autographs down there and stuff. Some flyers, Sepultura logo down there. Pretty cool. Yeah, I've never opened the lyric sheet before. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to do that on camera. Fuck all that. Plain black vinyl, so I'm not going to bother showing you that. But, so yeah, that is it for this collection update. Thank you guys for watching, subscribing, liking, commenting, all that cool shit. Very much appreciate it, and you guys have a good one. Take care.